and hey, performing opportunities like the one you're at right now. So if you want to be in front of your computer, you can go up to jazzfoundation.org and check out what we do. And hey, there's a donation button right there. So hey, you can check the spare change in your pocket and make a donation, and then the Jazz Foundation could even do more for musicians. Huh? Huh? Do you think that's important? I think our musicians are important in New Orleans, because that is a major color to our cultural rainbow down here in New Orleans, and they're very important. In fact, these guys are very important. Richard Moten's got his friends here today, and you know, he's the gentleman of jazz, as we call him.
That's right.
That's right. He's been here for so long, and look, he's still a young man. How does he do it? You know how he does it?
How does he do it?
Music. Playing music, huh? Keeps him alive and well and young. And it's great to have Richard here. It's great to have his friends here. Look at that. We got Gerald, the Jazz Police French. We got the Reverend Roderick Paulin right here. Rev's going to take you to church today, and Gerald's going to take you to jail. So hey, hey, you got the full range right here. Give it up for Paul Longstreth. He's going to be playing piano. And please give it up for Richard Moten and his musical friends.
Thank you so much. People don't usually hear me speak because I'm not a band leader. So I told the guys I'm going to let the professional speakers speak throughout the performance. But these are my friends, even though I had to pay them to be here. But that's all right. We're gonna try to make some good music. Start off with a Sonny Rollins song, St. Thomas.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Dr. Roderick Paulin. Give it up for Paul Longstreet on the piano, y'all.
Mr. Richard on the bass, y'all.
Thank you. And let's see, now I'd like to ask Gerald if he would be kind enough to do a song, to sing a song for us.
What you want, Mr. Rich?
It's very clear.
Sound good to me. Sound good to me. This is an old standard, and we love doing songs from the Great American Songbook. And it's an old tune entitled "Our Love Is Here to Stay." One, It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for a year, but forever and day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know, they're just passing fancies, and in time may go. Oh, my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may tumble, Gibraltar may crumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here to stay. Thank you. Give it up for Paul, y'all. Show him some love. It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for a year, but forever and day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know, they're just passing fancies, and in time may go. Oh, my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may tumble, Gibraltar may crumble, they're only made of clay. But our
Thank you. Now, Paul, are you ready? I want to hear some Sweet Georgia Brown.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I've heard that one.
Sweet gorgeous brown. Sweet gorgeous brown.
Man, we do a really fun gig at another venue every Sunday night, but the piano's turned the other way.
Right.
And so I literally never, ever get to see y'all when we play.
That's a good thing.
And they're right, man. Mr. Richard got the best mustache in show business.
Got that right.
Georgia Brown, to left field, but also neat, sweet, gorgeous Brown. They all sigh, wanna die, sweet Georgia Brown. I'll tell you just why, you know I won't lie. It's been said she'd knock 'em dead when she landed in town. Since she came, ain't that a shame, she cools them down. Fella that she can't get, that's a fella, oh, she ain't met y'all. Georgia name, but Georgia claim, my sweet, gorgeous and brown. Richard Moten, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I made that ashamed, sweet, gorgeous brown. 2 left feet, but oh so neat, so gorgeous brown. Else I wanna die, sweet Georgia Brown. I tell you just why. You know I won't lie. It's been said she don't knock 'em dead when she lands in town. Since she came, ain't that a shame? She cools them down. A fella that she can't get, a fella that she ain't met, yo. Georgia name or Georgia claim her, we going home, yo.
Thank you, thank you. Now we're going to ask the Reverend Dr. Bishop Paulin.
That's right.
If he could grace us with a song, a vocal. I'd like to hear him sing "Sunny Side of the Street."
Screets.
Streets. Yeah.
Screets. He from uptown. Screets.
Screech. So how the music feel so far? Y'all all right? Okay. If y'all can tell, we play a lot together. So, yeah, we always, but every time that we play, it's fresh. So, yeah. Grab your coat, grab your hat, leave your worries on the doorstep. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear that pitter-pat? And a happy June is in his step. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with them blues on parade. Now look here, honey, you know we not afraid of anything. This rover then crossed over. If I never have a cent, I'll be rich like Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. Mr. Paul Longstreth, y'all. them blues on parade. Now look here, honey, we not afraid. This rover then crossed over. If I never have a cent, I'll be rich just like gold dust at my feet. I'm talking about the sunny. Yes, I'm talking about the sunny. Yes, I'm talking about the sunny. The sunny side of the street. Why don't you come with us and have a ball? Boy, if you could hear the things that Gerald is saying, that's why I'm laughing. If y'all could hear the stuff that he's saying. Give it up for John, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, put your hands together for this awesome band. On the piano, Mr. Paul Longstrap. On the alto tenor saxophone, Dr. Roderick Paulin. Yours truly, Jerome French on the drums. And ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our leader tonight. Give it up for Mr. Richard Moten.
And give it up for the Jazz Foundation. And
Woo!
make sure you give a donation. They do great things for the musicians all over.
Exactly.
All over the country, all over the world. So please give. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. All right. Well, we're going to close out with a New Orleans kind of number. Go ahead on, Mr. Rich, do your thing. We're going to close out with a New Orleans kind of thing. And this is a song by one of our local legends, Mr. Danny Barker. And Mr. Danny Barker was a great banjo player, guitarist, and historian, storyteller, all of those good things. But Danny was in all the musicians that left in the 30s and 40s and went to New York. And they did a record with Baby Dodds. And they recorded this back in the 1940s. But we took it and we put a Mardi Gras Indian kind of thing on it. So watch yourself. Make you want to move something. Check this out. Toot the mama, she's a big fine thing. Shake that thing. To the mama, she's a big fine thing. Nane, shake that thing. To the mama, they like that wine. Nane, shake that thing. To the my show is fine. Nane, shake that thing. Finest girl you ever saw. She did something against the law. Stole my paw from my mom. I'm gonna knock on the door. Woo! Wait for me on a Mardi Gras day. Nane, say that thing. Swing for me on a Mardi Gras day. Nane, say that thing. To the mama, she's a big fine thing. Nane. To the mama, she's a big fine thing. Nane, say that thing. To the mama, they like that wine. Nane, say that thing. To the mind's always on time. Nane, say that thing. To the mouth up the ramp, looking for some cat to vamp. Police put up right in jail. I'ma get her out on bail. Woo! Wait for me on a Mardi Gras day. Nane, say that thing. Swing for me on a Mardi Gras day. Nane, say that thing. Give it up for Dr. Roderick Paul, y'all. Mr. Paul Longstreth, y'all. To the mama, she's a big fine thing. Nane, shake that thing. To the mama, she's a big fine thing. Nane, shake that thing. To the mama, they like that wine. Nane, shake that thing. To the my show is fine. Nane, shake that thing. Finest girl you ever saw. She did something against the law. Stole my paw from my mom. I'm gonna knock on the door. Woo! Wait for me on the Mardi Gras day. Nane, shake that thing. Swing for me on the Mardi Gras day. Nane, shake that thing to the mind. Yes, sir. Oh, to the mind, Lord. To the mind. Oh, to the mind, Lord. We're going home, baby, we're going home.
Thank you. Once again, Paul Longstreth on piano, Roderick Paulin, saxophone, and the great Gerald French on drums and vocals. I'm Richard.
One more time, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Richard Moten
That's
on
right.
the bass. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all for coming out.